Okay, temperatures have plunged in the past 24 hours. Brenham's 27 degrees colder than yesterday at this time. Sugar Land, you're 21 degrees colder than yesterday at this time, and the temperature is not done bottoming out at all. We've got another 8 or so degrees to drop overnight. The wind is a major factor. These are sustained winds. 20 miles an hour in Houston, Bush Intercontinental Airport, sustained at 24 in Hobby, sustained at 31 Galveston. Wharton sustained at 26, Cleveland sustained at 20. We're getting gusts to 25 and 30 inland. It's not causing any significant power outage threat. But on the immediate coast and across the bay, we may see wind gusts to 40 or so. So we're watching you a little bit more carefully along the immediate coast and bay, and that includes you guys, Matagorda County, Matagorda Bay. That's where winds could gust above 40 miles an hour overnight and into tomorrow morning. All marine interests just stay off the water until this wind event settles down, which will be tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. The wind will settle down. So speaking of the wind, factor in the wind with the temperature. This is what it currently feels like to your body. It feels like 30 at Bush, 10 degrees colder than it is right now. Feels like 31 in Tomball, feels like 28 in College Station. And these wind chills will go much colder tonight. They're going to drop into the 20s and teens, feels like temperatures, by tomorrow morning at around sunrise. As far as the rain goes, and here's the radar over the past 3 hours, we missed most of it today. Most of it's been offshore, but during the past 2 hours, we had this little band of broken showers come right across all of southeast Texas from west to east. In about 2.5 hours, it went from Columbus to Winnie, and now almost over to Beaumont and Nederland. That will be it for the rain. We're not going to see any new rain forming this evening or overnight. So we've got scattered showers eastern Chambers County from High Island to Winnie and up I-10 over to Beaumont, but that will quickly move into Lake Charles and Louisiana, and we will not only dry out tonight, but we're going to begin to see clearing skies late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Real quickly, here's a closer view of the way the radar stands right now. Harris County dry, the rodeo is dry. They had a brief little rain shower there earlier. Now the folks out there are at least not getting rained on. And there's the rain, Chambers County over to Winnie to Beaumont, a sprinkle near Mont Bellevue. That's about it. So that's going to get out of here. So the rain part's done, but the cold and wind really just getting going. Windy by 9 o'clock. I've got us down to 43. That's too warm. We're going to be colder than that by 9 o'clock. Which means my 39-degree forecast by 11 o'clock is also too warm, as the cold air is overachieving a little bit on the forecast. It's coming faster and coming a little colder than we had thought. As far as the freezing temps going into Saturday morning, here's the freeze line. Here's where we expect temperatures to drop to near freezing. And it's everybody in blue, which is almost all of southeast Texas. The only spots that are going to end up just above freezing will be the urban heat island of downtown inside the 610 loop, and then around Galveston Bay and along the immediate coastal waters of Matagorda Bay, and then along the immediate coastal waters there. So that's the only area in here where we will stay above freezing. The rest of the area drops 2 or below freezing. So Bush forecasting low near 32, Tomball 31, Pearland 31, Sugar Land a low of 30, Dayton, Liberty 30, Cleveland 31. Maybe we stay at 34 Livingston. If we got that north breeze, it may bring some a little bit of warmer air off the lake, but that's iffy. If you're just away from the lake, you will, I think, drop down to freezing up in Polk and San Jacinto County. Like the Denverado Ranch will definitely drop down to freezing tonight. Brenham goes to 30 tonight. Columbus goes to 29. El Campo 31. Even West Columbia down 288. Angleton, Alvin, you'll be at about 30, 31. You will get a light freeze. Angleton, Alvin tonight. Again, you've got to be right near the bay or near the urban heat island of downtown to stay above freezing overnight. So if you put out some new tender plants, some flowers, you ought to cover them up, or they will at least have the threat of being a little bit damaged. And I mentioned the wind chill. So this is the forecast. Feels like wind chill for tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Forecast to feel like 25 in Pearland. Forecast to feel like 23 in Tomball. Pasadena 26. Liberty Dayton 27. Crystal Beach 31. Feeling like 19 in College Station tomorrow morning. So whatever you're doing tomorrow morning, plan on bundling up. Hot chocolate, hot coffee, maybe stay in the car if your little one has an early soccer game. That's what we used to do. Why is this happening at all? Well, it's the jet stream. Here's North America. Cold air still in place. We've been looking at that all week long. And because we've got the jet stream that ridged up, grabbed some of the cold air, and then that plunge to the south, that trough, that's bringing in the cold air. The surface front's through. It's opened the barn door to the cold air to come out of Canada. So this is cold Canadian air. That's why we've got the cold snap. Here's our extended forecast then. Tomorrow, we start with a light freeze. We go only into the 50s. We ought to be low 70s normally this time of the year. 58 will be 20 degrees below normal. Sunday, 34, 65, a little rebound. That should be a nice cool afternoon Sunday. Monday, we warm to 77. We're going to get another front come through Monday evening. That's a PM chance for rain Monday evening. And then it's not nearly as cold with that front, but it is cooler, northwest breeze, 55, 72 with low humidity. This right here, next Tuesday, may be the most beautiful day out of the next 7, although Wednesday is going to be a beautiful day as well. We'll warm back up, and then notice this wind shift to the north here next Friday. That's another front coming in, another little shot of chilly air going into Friday evening, Friday night, and probably into at least the first part of that Saturday morning. So the weather pattern is active. Stay warm. Make sure the pets have a warm place to go and some food outside. And we'll have everything updated tonight on KHO U11 News at 10 o'clock, along with the weather headlines. You know, we've got some huge news headlines as well. We'll update you on the Harris County situation with some of the offices had search warrants issued on them today. And also a big news with Deshaun Watson today. So we've got updates on that at 10 o'clock. We'll see you then live on the TV side at 10.